Hello. This week the news emerged that Gianluigi Donnarumma will not extend his contract at AC Milan. The 22-year-old Neapolitan goalkeeper will leave the club after 5.5 years in which he was undoubtedly Milan's standout performer. He was season in, season out, consistent. He put the shift in, he gradually improved. He was, as we all remember when he made his debut against Sassuolo in October 2015, he looked a bit shaky. He even conceded a goal on his near post that he could have kept out, but he kind of used his mistakes as a lesson. He became one of the hottest properties in world football. He's undoubtedly, with Manuel Neuer, with Jan Oblak, Alisson, and all the others, one of the best keepers in the world, and Milan will lose him for free because his contract is up. He signed his last extension with Mirabelli and Fassone in the summer of 2017, but Milan have decided not to give his agent Mino Raiola the 20 million euro commission that he craved, and Milan were also reluctant to offer Donnarumma the contract that he was looking for, the 10 million euros at the very least, but with bonuses that kind of would have made his salary unbearable for a club like Milan. The 12 million pounds that Donnarumma wanted to touch, bonuses included with add-ons, and it would have been easy bonuses. That would have been bonuses like 10 appearances or 20 appearances, or even like clean sheets, and that would have been too much of a risk for Milan to accept. So Maldini decided not to give Raiola the 20 million euro commissions, and he also didn't want to raise his offer above the 8 million euros. So Donnarumma will leave, and it's very likely that he will end up at Juventus. Juventus have already an agreement with his agent. They are already looking to cash in, to capitalize on the situation that is presenting itself, and they will sign him for free, like they did with Aaron Ramsey from Arsenal and Adrien Rabiot. Donnarumma, however, will come with a lot of baggage because his agent, as we all know, the reason his agent is behaving the way he does and always wants a bigger contract for his clients, because he himself, whenever his client will go from one club to the other, he becomes wealthier. He got money from the Paul Pogba sale from Juve to Manchester United. He got, I think, 20 million pounds from it. And if Donnarumma is going to Juventus, we can be sure that Juventus will give him the commissions that he demands. So Donnarumma, as I said, will leave Milan. Of course, it's a news that Milan fans especially hoped they would never have to cope with. It's something they dreaded, because Donnarumma wasn't just a goalkeeper. He was a player who he was undoubtedly the best player Milan had in the last 5.5 seasons. If Milan qualified for the Champions League this season, they owe that to Donnarumma as well, because the mistakes he made were few and far between. He was Milan's savior in more than one occasion. He pulled off some unbelievable saves week in, week out, and the fact that he leaves is painful, but the fact that he leaves on a free and that Milan cannot get at least a little sum for him is probably what exacerbates, it's what adds insult to injury. So Donnarumma has at least 20 years of his career left in him, and the fact that Juventus, in all likelihood, with, of course, there is Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona also considering making an approach for him, but to 99% he will join Juventus. Even today, when the news broke that Allegri was going back to Juve, Donnarumma liked the post on Instagram, so there must be something going on behind the scenes, and as rumors from Italy confirm, he has already an unofficial agreement with the Bianconeri, where he will replace Chesney, but in the long term Gianluigi Buffon. And as I said, Juventus have offered him 5 years contract, 10 million net per season, But after those 5 years, there is like a clause in the contract that will, if he triggers it, he will stay, or if the club triggers it, he will stay for 5 more years. So it's basically a 10-year contract offer for 100 million euros net. So Donnarumma will leave Milan after signing as a teenager. He was 13 or 14 when Galliani took him from his hometown club of Castellammare di Stabia. He won the race to get him, and he had to see off other competitors like Inter, Juventus. They were all after him, and yeah, Milan fan regarded him as the heir to Baresi, Maldini, someone who would define the next decades at the club. But in football, it's really rare, as Maldini said yesterday, that the player starts his career in one club and finishes it at another club. And Maldini knows what he's talking about, because he has been una bandiera, like they say himself. And it's sad, but we all wish Donnarumma just the best, because he's a great goalkeeper. And if he can earn more at another club, he should, of course, footballer's career is short. He should, of course, grab the chance, seize the chance, and yeah, not look back. Milan have already signed his replacement, Maignan from Lille. He's a reliable goalkeeper. He's a kind of Mandanda, although I think that Mandanda is better on the line, whereas Maignan is probably better with his feet. His distribution is pretty good for a goalkeeper. He won the league with Lille in France. He's also Hugo Lloris's understudy for the French national team. So, and yeah, Maldini succeeded where Galliani failed 13 years ago with Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris was very close to joining AC Milan from OGC Nice in 2008, and then Abbiati stayed and Lloris went to Lyon. But yeah, finally Milan have their first French goalkeeper in history. He's gonna be one of a huge list of illustrious Frenchmen who played for the club, like Marcel Desailly, Philippe Mexès, Jérémy Ménès, Christophe Dugarry, of course Jean-Pierre Papin, the best of all with Desailly, and then of course Theo Hernandez, and so on and so on. And yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, although I would have gone for Illan Meslier from Leeds. He's younger, he's 5 years Mike Maignan's junior. He has, I think, more room for improvement. He's, in my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, and if you're one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, I think that speaks volumes, and I think that's also a bigger that's a bigger accomplishment than being the best goalkeeper in Liga, which is also a very good league. So Donnarumma will leave, he will sign for Juventus, and Milan will get Mike Maignan from Lille for 15 million euros for the next 5 years until 2026. That's everything from London.